My girlfriend would pick fights before going out, so she could sleep with someone else guilt-free. Hey everyone, I'm Alex. Today, I'm sharing a deeply personal and painful chapter of my life. It's a story about love, betrayal, and the shocking realization that the person you trust the most can sometimes be the one who hurts you the deepest. My girlfriend, Emily, and I had been together for 3 years. We met in college, bonded over our shared love for music and adventure, and quickly became inseparable. Our relationship was filled with laughter, late-night talks, and dreams of a future together. But over time, I began to notice a pattern. Every time Emily planned a night out with her friends, especially on weekends, she'd pick a fight with me. It could be about anything: me forgetting to take out the trash, a comment I made days ago, or even the way I looked at her. These arguments would escalate quickly, leaving both of us upset. At first, I thought it was just stress or bad timing. But as it continued, I started to feel like there was more to it. Little did I know, these fights were a calculated move on her part, a way to justify actions I couldn't have imagined. The fights became more frequent and intense. Emily would storm out, leaving me confused and hurt. She'd return the next day, acting as if nothing happened, often blaming me for the argument. I began to question myself, wondering if I was the problem. One weekend, after another explosive argument, Emily left for a girls' night out. I decided to stay home and try to cool off. But something didn't sit right with me. I couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to these fights than met the eye. I confided in my best friend, Mark, who suggested I keep an eye out for any inconsistencies. Reluctantly, I agreed. The next time Emily went out, I noticed she was overly secretive with her phone, and her stories about the night were vague. My suspicions grew. I decided to check her social media activity. While her profiles showed nothing unusual, I noticed she had a new friend, Jake, who frequently liked and commented on her posts. Curious, I clicked on his profile and saw pictures of him and Emily together at various events, pictures I had never seen before. My heart sank. I realized that Emily had been spending time with Jake, and the fights were her way of creating distance between us, giving her a guilt-free pass to be with someone else. Confronted with this information, I decided to talk to Emily. I approached the conversation calmly, expressing my concerns and the evidence I had found. At first, she denied everything, accusing me of being paranoid and controlling. But as I presented more details, her facade began to crumble. She admitted to having an affair with Jake, claiming that our relationship had been strained and that she felt neglected. She confessed that picking fights before going out made her feel justified in seeking comfort elsewhere. I was devastated. The person I loved and trusted had been manipulating me to ease her conscience while betraying our relationship. The confrontation ended with Emily leaving, and I was left to pick up the pieces of my shattered heart. In the aftermath, I went through a whirlwind of emotions: anger, sadness, confusion. I leaned on my friends and family for support, seeking solace in their understanding and encouragement. I also sought therapy to help process the betrayal and rebuild my self-esteem. Through therapy, I learned to recognize the signs of manipulation and emotional abuse. I realized that Emily's actions were not a reflection of my worth, but of her own insecurities and choices. I began to focus on self-care, rediscovering hobbies and passions that brought me joy. Over time, I started to heal. I forgave Emily, not for her sake, but for mine, to release the hold her betrayal had on my life. I learned valuable lessons about trust, communication, and the importance of setting boundaries. As I moved forward, I became more mindful in my relationships, prioritizing honesty and mutual respect. I eventually met someone new, someone who valued open communication and shared my commitment to building a healthy partnership. Looking back, I see my experience with Emily as a painful but necessary chapter in my life. It taught me resilience and the importance of self-worth. I now share my story not to dwell on the past, but to help others recognize the signs of toxic relationships and to encourage them to seek the respect and love they deserve. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever experienced something similar or have thoughts to share, please leave a comment below. Your experiences and insights can help others feel less alone. If you found this video helpful or relatable, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content on personal growth, relationships, and healing. Remember, you deserve honesty, respect, and love. Don't settle for less.